It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This take it in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
As if this motivated young man needed an extra chip on his shoulder. He certainly got one more when he slipped to the second round of this year's draft. This, after he was discussed as a possible top 5 pick. As he likes to tell everyone, I've got a cannon for an arm, and I love to show it off.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Henry. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Well, for the Titans in 2023, they figure to be a team that battles for a division title. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, Charles. What do you think needs to go right for them to win the AFC South?
I think some retooling, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And when you start with the offensive line, their pride and joy, they've got to rebuild that part of the team because that's the engine that makes their offense run. Everything comes off the fact that their offensive line usually controls the line of scrimmage.
First and 10, here's Levis. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints, more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, here's Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Carr now to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Carr. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Thomas has got it. Complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Levis sets up to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A 2nd down throw from Levis. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Carr. Olave over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Kamara up the middle, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Carr to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Levis on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Here's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Carr's throw caught by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first...
There he goes, left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 33, here's second down at 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Levis back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now here's Levis now on third and long. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll throw it again with Levis. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18. A good pickup there of 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Levis now on second down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A lot of times when you get a man in the third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quality run by Kamara, who's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
Carr completes it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Carr. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Carr. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. to the air on second down. Levis. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First and 10, it's Levis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Second and 10, here's Levis. His throw incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on first down is Carr. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On third down, here's Kamara. There he goes, right side, across midfield. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 26. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout on second down. Kamara as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They run. It's Kamara, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And one of the linebackers has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.